Welcome to this week's edition of Platinum Racing News. Well, we go to the well with 5 runners, mainly at Orange on Tuesday, but we also have a runner at the Moruya meeting. At Orange, we've got 2 runners in the 1300 metre maiden. Rivers, who'll be ridden by Daniel Edmonds, and roller skating, who'll be ridden by Tracy Bartley's apprentice Joel Nelson, who actually rode his first winner today at Parks. Of the 2 of them, they've both got very good chances, and it's good to see Daniel Edmonds back riding after a broken wrist. He resumed riding at Dubbo yesterday. We've had a lot of luck with Dan, so I'm more than pleased to have Dan on Rivers, and roller skating will be ridden, as I said, by young Joel. We're also running a Craties in the 1000 metre maiden, and she'll be ridden by Joel Nelson. Her chance is probably going to depend on her because she's one of those moody mares, but if she races up to her best, she can probably go very close to winning. And Arnu resumes from a spell in a benchmark race there, and Dan Edmonds will ride her. At the Moruya meeting, we've got Centerbeal going around in a 5-horse race down there, and he's drawn barrier 1, and he'll be ridden by Timmy Phillips. Unfortunately, Neil Perryman, who's rode him at his last 2 starts when he finished 3rd and 4th, has jumped off to ride Sammy Vella's horse Della Madre in the race. But Centerbeal will be competitive, providing there's not too much rain down the south coast and he strikes a fairly reasonable track. We can take a lot of heart out of the results at Melbourne yesterday because the form from New South Wales stood up terrifically well, both in the Wakeful Stakes and in the Victoria Derby, with, of course, Lion Tamer winning the Victorian Derby and Presido running second, and they run first and second in the Ming Dynasty in Sydney earlier in the season, when our horse Next to Nick's run 5th in the race and didn't have the best of luck. So the Victoria Derby result yesterday was certainly quite pleasing from our point of view, and Sasa, who finished just in front of us in the Gloaming, she ran a cracking race in the Wakeful Stakes yesterday and looks very hard to beat in the Oaks on Thursday if there's no rain. Kerry Parker tells me he went out to Stephen Hill's property at Willowdean earlier in the week and had a look at Next to Nick's, and he's been out in the paddock now for 4 weeks and is apparently progressing very well. I talked to Michael Plummer today from our Orange stable with Brad Draper, and he tells me Steve's Gold's progressing along nicely, and Raw Nazar trialled a lot better last week, and they should both be making their debuts in the next couple of weeks. Kerry's also got Gingelic back in work, and Gingelic is apparently progressing along nicely, and Afrotando will be returning to work in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully we can win a race somewhere on Melbourne Cup Day. Unfortunately, it won't be at Flemington, but let's hope one of them wins somewhere, and that's this week's edition of Platinum Racing News. Bye for now.